Thank you, Chairman Phillips, very much, and thank you to the Republican leader, Van Dyne, for holding this hearing. And thanks to all of you for being here with us. We appreciate you taking the time away from your business and your homes. Small businesses are not happy throughout my district and throughout Pennsylvania and wherever else I speak to businesses. As I was in business for many years, friends that are owning small businesses nationwide. Workforce issues as are being described here. Costs are going up randomly, very difficult situation. Container costs, as we're talking about, have gone up from $3,000 less than a year ago to $27,000, $28,000 with no reliability in delivery. Demand is up, supply is low, particularly products made in the U.S. So you, on top of all of that, the supply side of your business, your industry, you've got upset customers, you've got cash flow problems because you're trying to buy things. If you get a prepaid discount, you're sending those checks in to making those payments to try to expedite your deliveries. All your scheduling has got to be random. All of your scheduled services and installations and anything related to building is all over the chart. You probably have people showing up to do the job, but the parts and everything else aren't there. So everybody's pulling their hair out. I mean, businesses are breathless, as I put it, because every time I get them on the phone, they sound breathless, and we're in the Small Business Committee. We got to do what we can here to correct things. Now, of course, we have the port, and part of that was due to COVID. A lot of it was due to mismanagement. A lot of it was due to government disruption. And that's where perhaps we can come in. And yet, as a Christmas present, the Democrat side of our Congress wants to tax you more and have some unclear vaccine requirements, which I'm all for the vaccine, but the guidelines, as you all well know, are not clarified at this point. So people don't know if they're going to be laying people off come November 8th or not. No matter how many times I ask the administration for those guidelines, we don't get them. So let's get to some questions from the real world, which is where you all work and live. So offer me, Mr. Falk, the workforce availability. What do you see? You brought up a couple of ideas that were well thought out related to workforce. What can federal, state government do to improve the workforce climate?
Well, if you pay a man to not work, why would he work? The headwinds that we see in the near future for the home building industry is lack of labor. So it's simple. We need to get people back using their hands, showing up to work, helping us produce materials, helping us get jobs done in the field. And if we have to incentivize people to get them to work, whatever we've got to do, the supply chain issue is not going to resolve itself. It's going to take some effort to get people back out to work.
You think there's more government necessary for more stimulus dollars and more regulations and other government involvement, or perhaps should government back off and allow the open free markets to work?
Well, there's certainly always needs for the government to help people. But in this case, I think anything that continues to happen in the manner it's been happening is going to just simply delay things and pull the handbrake on our economy.
So what about the Safe Truck Act? That's a specific bill. I'll open that up to anyone. Maybe Ms. Christine Lantanen, you deal with quite a few imports and trucking issues. The Safe Truck Act would add to our trucking workforce shortages, allowing those between the ages of 18 and 21 to drive on an interstate basis. That's just one legislation that really isn't moving here in the House. It's got a lot of co-sponsors on both sides. That would be something I would think would help